we'll have Cheryl go ahead and, oh, I see you. There you are. Hi,
Hi,
Cheryl.
here I am. Great. Are we ready? Okay.
We are.
Well, thank you so much. I think I know most everyone on the line. My name's Cheryl Cortese, if you're joining us for the first time, and I have been with the Juice Plus Company, a national marketing director now for over 32 years. And like Lisa, I plan to do this the rest of my life, at least 32 more years. And so I can tell you all, in all the years that I've done this, very few times, I'm one of those people that I don't tear up easily. But as I watch these stories and, we listen to them every week, I find myself, like so many of you, just on the verge of tears. And for the happiness that, you hear in these stories, as well as the hope, the relief in what it's brought as far as the challenges that people have had. And to think that each and every one of us have something to do with that. That I think is one of the greatest blessings, is that we're all part of this community that does bring this to others and bring that kind of relief. You listen to the stories and, then you realize that Juice Plus really, how foundational it is. Because all the stories are different, but they all have good results. And so when you think about, this infusion of food that Juice Plus gives you for your body to do what it needs to do. I mean, the body is really what the magic is that it gets the, input to be able to handle whatever it has to handle. And I think that's really one of the things I've been saying most frequently to people in these past few weeks is what I've seen in the past 32 years. And I guess I should say with our product, I've been with the company 32 years, but we've had Juice Plus now right at 28 years. And for 28 years, I have never missed it a day, but I've also watched hundreds and then thousands of people taking it. And what I have seen over and over is that no matter what your body is dealing with, it's going to deal with it much more effectively. And so I would think even in the situation we're in today, we can honestly say that, whatever your body's dealing with, it's going to deal with it much more efficiently. So I think we're all extremely blessed, and for all the reasons you've heard tonight, the fact that we are comfortable working from home, we're good at helping other people know how to work from home, so we're able to, in a sense, give that as a teaching gift in itself to others who now are put in that situation very quickly. The fact that we do have our community and it's continuing to grow, but also that connection is very real. So we don't feel alone in this. So just so many blessings, but there are also gifts that we can offer to other people. And I think this is truly, the situation is a call to action for all of us, to all of us. In reaching out to everybody that we know and love and care about, and all those people who have not been interested before, but I've gotten just a little bit pushy, whereas I'm not normally. So, and I don't mind telling people that I, love and care enough about you that I'm going to be just a little bit pushy right now. I haven't been in the past, but I want you to listen as far as my product and what I have to offer, because I truly think that it's going to give us an edge. And from a business standpoint, I wanted us to talk about a few things tonight, and then I'd like for this to be a interaction or interactive call as far as putting together more or less some of the ideas or things that you have that you would like for us to train on, to work on together. This is definitely an interactive group. If we look at our Monday night call, which we've not missed a Monday night now in over 30 years, that has nearly 1,000 people on it. And so it would be hard to be interactive, but we're just a mere 100 here. So we could be a little more interactive. And I want you to be thinking over the next few minutes, some of the things that you would like to learn or, stretch out into our business and become more proficient at as far as the skills and what we do. I will tell you that this past month, we had one of the largest productive months, not only as an organization, but as a company. We've never, in the 50 years, we're 50 years old as a company, we've never had a month where we had such a huge jump in both product sales and team acquisition. And of course, I think this speaks highly to the fact that our product has a lot of research. And 4 of those research studies indicate that it really does enhance healthy immune function. We reduce inflammation. The studies show that. You know, there's so many things that validate the power of what we have to offer. But also, you know, our business model, our profession, and the way it works really lends itself to everything that people are in need of today. I don't think there'll ever be a time in the future when people will not be seriously interested in making sure that they pay attention to their health. I don't think people will take their health for granted in the future. And I think that everybody is going now and going forward will want to have a plan B, a fallback, something that can secure them when things change rapidly, as we've seen that happen. So we know we have that to offer, but if we look at what has happened here just over this last month and the fact that our company has had so much growth and we're in position to handle that growth, we can be very proud of the Juice Plus company. We not only source and grow all of our produce basically in the US, so we don't have to outsource anywhere. We're self-contained in that area, I guess you would say. And also we've got anywhere from 4 to 7 months backlog as far as product. So we're in good shape to keep supplying even if we grow quickly. So this is the time to definitely reach out to everybody you know and continue to do that. Now, tonight I wanted us, as I said, to just ask you, you know, what are the things that you would like for me to concentrate on as we go forward? Certainly the basics of our business are very important. The story, how we tell our story, how we tell it now as far as speaking to people. Because basically we're just paid storytellers. So getting that story down, how to help people, you know, as far as a fast start. Also, you know, the pay plan. And that's something we did last week. And I would like to get some input from you all as to how often you would like to see that. I truly believe one of the things that gave me the most confidence as my business began to grow was understanding the logistics. Not that you have to, you know, go through every aspect of the pay plan and be able to educate someone on that, but that you understand the logistics of how your business works from a pay plan standpoint, because that really helps you help others understand how our business works. I wanted to ask you all how often you think we should go through that. I'm willing to do that as often as you would like, because I love it. Okay, I never thought I would like the numbers, and yet I do. And so we want to look at a time frame on how often you feel you would like to see that. Also, and so let's just take a few minutes, and then I want to go over a couple of things, and one would be a little two-day, what they're going to call a two-day blitz next week. That we've never done this in our company history, but it's just a little quick incentive to help people, encourage them to acquire team and continue to develop team and help others. So before I do that, let me get a little input from you all, though, as to things that you would like to hear from a training standpoint, and also how often we want to, because this team, again, we're going to be together on Thursday nights, hopefully, in increasingly large numbers. We can now hold 1,000 on this line. We increased our Zoom number. We also are set up to where hopefully we won't have any interruptions, but maybe you can just give me some input as to what you would like. And the first question, though, is how often the pay plan. So anybody want to give me some input on how often you'd like to see the pay plan?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you for everything that you do all the time. And the more you can just keep doing everything, there's never enough duplication. And I just feel so grateful to all of you. But especially the pay plan, even at least weekly until we're comfortable with it. But I also want to thank you, Cheryl, because in addition to you doing Monday nights, you're also doing Thursday nights now, and somebody of your success could just go off and retire, relax, kick back, and it's just so motivating that you are just still at it like this. So the other thing is just that we have a lot of restaurant owners in our town and cafes that are doing everything from like selling groceries on the side to, you know, trying to do delivery. And I think it's a good time to introduce Juice Plus, but I'm not sure how to talk to a restaurant owner in a way that fits our business model if it's a small restaurant.
Okay, so we want to I'm just going to make a bit of a list right now. Okay, so really how to talk to business people and that would be one example as far as our business and how it would work. One of the things I would encourage for anyone that you're going to talk to right now is that things have changed a great deal. There are people obviously who have had very secure professions that have been disrupted. And hopefully those things won't be disrupted forever. There are people who, you know, have had professions that maybe will fade away and not really reestablish. But for the most part, people are hoping that things will go back to some form of normalcy. And so one of the things that I found in talking to people, even here in the last couple of weeks, is to really acknowledge and be sensitive to the fact that this has got to be a shock for anyone who has, you know, earned a living in a specific way for any length of time or grown a business of some sort. And to say, first of all, to listen and hear I guess you would say the pain that's involved in that, but also in offering this, to offer it in a way that says, well, you know, this may really fit just in the interim, just as, you know, until things get back to normal, you may want to look at, you know, what we do, because, you know, just the value of what it can bring to people. The ability to earn additional, you know, income in this interim time. And so it's not really the approach that says, oh, you know, forget that, and why don't we go off and become national marketing directors overnight? It's let's look at what we can do in the interim to help and bring it in that way. And so I would encourage you, even for someone who, you know, is in any business, is first of all to acknowledge the value of what they have and what they have done in their lives as far as their own jobs, what they do and are doing and have done in the past for their community. And this may be something that would really fit in the interim because it services everyone. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And so, you know, again, I think we would want to continue is to how we talk to people in these situations. And we're going to be doing, as many of you know, on Saturday. And this is something else that I think is really important for all of us right now, is the do it now attitude. Because you really don't wait for something to, you know, to be a big event, or you're going to take people to on Zoom or wherever at any point. It's do it now, ask now. It's better to have a do it now attitude, or an imperfect plan is better than waiting for a perfect plan. So I've found with myself over the years is when I'm a little uncertain about exactly how to talk to somebody about my business or my product, I'll usually say right up front, you know, I almost hesitate to talk to you because I'm not sure exactly how, you know, to say this, but I really feel like from the bottom of my heart, this is something that may be good for you and may be good for your family. And let's just take a look if you would like to come and take a look. And if it fits, great. And if it doesn't, that's okay too, from a business standpoint. So again, it's, you know, recognizing your feelings in regard to, you know, who you're going to speak to, and being able to express that. People usually try to take care of you almost if they feel that you're a little hesitant or a little shy. I've even said that to people in past, is like, you know, maybe I have been a bit shy and neglected saying something that I should have said a long time ago, or saying something I should have said in the past, which is, I really feel like this has been so good for me or my family. This may be something you want to look at, and just in the interim to make a difference. So that has been always very good for me. Again, give me some more input as far as the pay plan. I feel like at least once a month on this call. Would everybody feel like that would be, or do you feel like you need it more than that?
I think twice a month would be the minimum. I think it's just so helpful.
Really?
And
Okay, I'm happy to do twice a month as far as the pay plan is concerned, because I really feel like that is very powerful. And the thing you want to do, if we do it, so we would do it every other week, is you want to bring people that you have introduced or invited to partner with you and bring them to the pay plan. I'll go through it, and then they can ask me questions right there in real life instead of it just being a recording. So let's use that as a tool, and that would make me very happy to do that every time, because I think it has been one of the most empowering things for me. And then you can always, you know, as far as the positioning of, you know, what are the requirements to go into each position to receive the title and the title bonuses and to grow up through the plan, you can pull all that from your virtual office. But to, you know, to just get that overview, because when a new person is looking at this, whether they're a potential new team member or whether they are a, you know, brand new team member, just to get that overview or idea of what's available, what are the positions that you want to, you know, target to grow up into right away, what are the top positions that are available and potential for the future growth in your business. You know, it's just to give that overview. So, and then the more you see it and hear it, the more likely you'll be to, you know, to feel very comfortable with it. I know that certainly for myself as well. When I started, Jeff had it done on an old VHS tape. I don't know if y'all remember VHS tapes, but at any rate, I watched that so many times I could make all the same hand motions in my sleep, you know, of what he did in it. But it gave me a tremendous amount of confidence as far as my business was concerned. So I'm happy to do that. And time's going on here, and I have a little thing that I feel like is a happy surprise at the end, but I also wanted, and this is interesting too, we've never done anything over the years in alignment with the company where we did a little, they're calling it a blitz, but we've never done anything quite like this. So they're going to do what they call they're just calling it a blitz here, which is designed to create a burst of energy in acquiring new partners. So this probably went out to most of you on email, or at least to your upline leadership, which can pass it on to you. So this coming Tuesday and Wednesday, which will be the 14th and 15th, you're going to have the advantage of inviting a brand new partner into your business, and they will waive on those 2 days, they would waive the application fee. And if that person commits to, and both of you work together to grow to the QSC position in 30 days, they will do a $400 bonus to both sponsor and new team member. So this could get very interesting. Maybe you had someone who became a new team member on Tuesday, and they had a new team member themselves on Wednesday or even Tuesday afternoon, can waive the fee for one person, okay? And then if those people go to QSC or qualifying sales coordinator in 30 days, for just this one time, the bonus will be $400 instead of $300, and the sponsor bonus will be $400. So you could kind of even, you know, repeat that with you finding someone and then they immediately finding someone. So you want to be talking to people maybe over the next few days, and that is open to everyone. Brand new person today could find a new person who finds a new person that day or the next day, and just really take advantage of this little, what they're calling a blitz. So it's just a little incentive, a little fast incentive to, again, boost that team acquisition. Again, I think that we are in a time where people are more receptive. We are more relevant than we've ever been. Our last month certainly proves that. And so you want to really take action and reach out to everyone. from a product standpoint and a business standpoint. And really, with all, without any hesitation and having the courage to do it, because I truly believe my body has an edge, my family's body has an edge from a health standpoint because of Juice Plus. And I truly believe that for other people. I don't know exactly, how it happens. I have just watched it all these years, and you cannot turn away from that when you realize, listening to the stories tonight, how powerful it is. And we've heard those kind of stories every week, and I've heard them and watched them and experienced them myself here over the last 28 years. So it is, I feel like, a moral responsibility for all of us. So at any rate, you can pull this information about this Blitz and enjoy being part of that. But I think the most important thing is consistency right now of effort. Everyone's at home, everyone's reachable, and it's just really being consistent with telling the story, talking to people. I think also I've had to really control myself as far as how often I check in on the media and the news, and kind of be protective of your own spirit in regard to that. That we want to know what's going on, but you really want to limit that. I know I've had to do it so that I don't put myself in a position which is not the best or not the most positive. I love the stories tonight, and like Goldie, I really believe in the positive affirmations that you tell yourself. Your voice is the most important voice you hear all day long, and you hear it all day long. We are the only thinkers in our universe. And so what you say to yourself is a very, very powerful force. And, as we heard tonight from so many wonderful stories, but I loved when Goldie said she has that talk going on, okay, that is very positive in her mind. And I know so many of you do as well. So one of the things I wanted us to do tonight, and we're a few minutes past, but we're going to go on anyway, is that I think we talk about, self-care and how important that is, especially now, to pay attention to, not only the activity and the call to action from a business standpoint, but also personal care and how to reduce stress. And certainly in this time of uncertainty, I think that we all are experiencing stress even beyond what we realize. And actually, right before this all began, our little team here had decided that we were going to do things for our organization that more or less helped us invite others to come and participate in something that was enjoyable or fun. And one of the things that I had come across many years ago, I was actually in Florida, and I had a distributor who did something called crystal bowl meditation. And she had these enormous big bowls, and they created a beautiful sound. And so you just laid on the floor and listened to the sound, okay? It was a form of meditation. I thought, well, if we're going to do something, let's do something we really like. And I happen to like crystal bowls. And I had not come across anybody here in Los Angeles, but we did find someone, and we were going to do that. Our first one was going to be here at my house on St. Patrick's Day, but of course, by then we were already in lockdown. So I've invited her to come to this call tonight, and if anyone who wants to stay can stay and have a crystal bowl meditation with us for 30 minutes. I brought a big blanket in here. I may just disappear and lay on the floor while she's doing it, okay? But if is Isabella George on the line, that we can find her. She was supposed to be on with us. There she is, and there are her bowls. Is that not beautiful? Well, I have to tell you, Isabella is somebody, when I met her, she's not only beautiful on the outside, she's beautiful on the inside. And so I'm going to ask her, I'm going to do a little interview here first of her. She basically, I think her profession has been in the school system. But Isabella, tell them just a little bit about you and what crystal bowl meditation is and what we're going to do. And then I also wanted to share with everybody, every Sunday afternoon, starting this Sunday, even though it's Easter, at 5 o'clock Pacific time. So you can adjust that to your time. I think that's 8 o'clock on the East Coast. We'll do one every Sunday. You can invite anyone, whether they're a Juice Plus customer or not, whether they're a distributor or not. We'll have room for 1,000 people on that line as well. And she says she's found that if you listen with your iPhone and use the earbuds, that you tend to get that vibration even better. But on Sundays, we'll send out information as to that number as well. And everybody's invited on Sunday as well. So Isabella, tell us just a little bit about crystal bowls and how that works, okay?
Of course. Thank you all so much for letting me just share space with you tonight and listen in to these conversations and this incredible community that is so evident. I'm just meeting all of you tonight for the first time, but it is so beautiful to see this incredible community that is here and supporting each other through this really interesting time. You hear words like difficult, uncertain, all of those are probably true, but I really like to think of it as an interesting time because we really are learning a lot about ourselves, about each other, and about this world that we are in. So just thank you for allowing me to be here with you tonight. So my name is Isabella, and I started kind of my professional life as a behavior therapist working with children with autism. And that was my first opening into the world of special ed. I went on to become a teacher and then a school administrator and kind of hit textbook burnout in just working a lot and really not taking care of myself. And in that time, I found a really wonderful yoga practice, and through the yoga community and the yoga world, found the practice of sound baths. And the first time I enjoyed a sound bath, I had no idea what I was walking into. It was a big tent with a bunch of people laying down, and everyone was kind of getting into this space of let me get my space, my little eye mask on, and my friends were like, just lay down and enjoy it. And I said, okay, like I trusted them. And the journey that I had with the sound was just incredible. I got to an incredibly peaceful, deep meditation and just a really nice, relaxing state when at the time I was going 900 miles an hour, 7 days a week working in education. So I eventually ended up leaving the school, and I still work in education as a consultant now, supporting schools across the city with their special education kind of support and delivery. But really have found a deep calling to be able to share this practice of meditation and singing sound bowls with others. And so when Cheryl told me kind of the group that I'd be sharing this with, she did share that a lot of you have never heard of sound baths or crystal singing bowls. So just thank you for letting me kind of open your eyes to this incredible practice and to share all the benefits that it really offers as well. So as you see, I have several instruments out in front of me, and the whole idea of a sound bath is to dive into this incredible journey with sound where you relax, and that can either be sitting down or laying down, and you allow the sounds to wash over you, washing away stress and really allowing your body to turn on its natural healing state. So all of you know very well the power of the body to heal and the supplements and things that you can take with you to make you do those things. And this practice of meditation, the practice of enjoying a sound bath, really allows you to, again, trigger that natural healing system within your body. So the different crystal singing bowls, can actually hold one up. We'll hold on this little one. They're all shaped and sized differently, and they're all tuned to a different note. And each of the notes can be tied to there are 7 main energy centers in the body, also known as chakras. And each of those can activate one of those different centers. And so they're played together. One's played at one at a time, and then some of them together to create this really beautiful journey with sound. I also have with me 2 gongs, and the gongs are used to kind of move around the stuck energy that's in our body and to let it release out of your body if it's no longer supporting you and giving you your best self, or to move to other parts of the body where you can really just take in all the benefits of the sound bath. So I think that's kind of a good overview of it. The purpose of it is really just to calm and relax the body and allow you to just get into this really deeply meditative state.
And so do you do any type of, is there a meditation that precedes it, or do we start just with the the sound bowl music.
Yeah. So I'll actually start us with a little guided meditation, kind of just a very easy to do body scan. And I like to start with that first because it really allows us to focus in on our breath and begin to see where we might be holding some tension in the body so that you can actually set an intention for yourself to really release any tension or parts of your body that are holding anything. So you can really just relax into it.